What's up, Finn fans? How are you? How are you guys doing? Yeah, I got a lot to talk about. I asked one of you guys on Twitter to ask me a question or comment to be comment of the day, so I'll get to that after I talk about this game. um, Let me just start off by saying something, right? Because a lot of Dolphin fans are mad, and I'm one of them that is very upset. But let me just address something with myself in this channel, right? There's two things that I pride myself on: telling the truth and admitting when I'm wrong, right? So I will tell you the truth if I said something and you guys are like, well, you said this, I would never lie, and I will never lie about any of the information I get. I'll never lie about anything, and I will always admit when I'm wrong. That is something I seriously pride myself on. This game, I did not for the life of me expect to lose this game 59-10. And if you are telling me that, oh, I saw this coming, I saw us losing 59-10, I saw us giving up a touchdown on almost every offensive series except for maybe 2 or 3, I don't believe you. Now, I honestly, if you said, we were going to lose 21-0, we were going to lose 35-14, then I'd be like, all right, yeah, I get you. Because even there's a lot of fans out there that saw what the Dolphins are doing and saw how this organization was going in what direction, that you guys thought that we were going to lose this game. And okay, I 100% agree. But if you're going to tell me that you went into this game expecting... Listen, I might be cursing a little bit in this video, but it's not going to be any F-bombs, but I might be cursing a little bit in this video just to give you guys a heads up. If you guys went into this game thinking we were going to get our asses whipped this bad, 59-10, like you honestly thought that, I don't believe you. I'm sorry, I don't believe you. Maybe some of you guys who said we were going 0-16 really thought we were going to lose, but again, 59-10, I didn't think it'd be this bad. Now, I predicted we'd win 24-17. I was dead wrong. Obviously, I was dead wrong. I'm going to own up to the fact that I was dead wrong. I also predicted that we would win 6 games. I don't know if I think we're going to win 6 games anymore. This team looked inept today. Absolutely 100% inept, incompetent, confused, all over the place. One of the things I said in my 5 ways that we can beat the Baltimore Ravens was the playmakers needed to make plays, right? And I named some players. The one thing I will say, though, fellas, you didn't hear Xavier Howard's name a lot. You didn't hear Xavier Howard getting beat. You didn't hear Xavier Howard getting burnt. It was Rowe and Mika Fitzpatrick, who were getting completely owned by Marquise Brown. Didn't hear Xavier Howard's name come up a lot. Aguavin had a hard time setting the edge a few times, but Aguavin did make his plays. McMillan, he did a few good things, but he struggled. That one touchdown run, which one, Doug? The one, I think it was from the 3, that was on him. He hit the wrong gap, stuff like that. But the playmakers needed to make plays. I said that, and they didn't, except for a few. There was a few shining moments, little glimmers in this pile of shit that was the Dolphins game. There's little glimmers that popped up. Preston Williams. The first touchdown he should have held on to. Now, a lot of people on Twitter hit me up saying, they should have thrown the red flag. How is that not a touchdown? The ground call. You gotta catch the ball and hit the ground and still have the ball. Ask Calvin Johnson, ask Des Bryant how they feel about that. You gotta go through the whole motion with the ball. He didn't. He hit the ground, the ball popped up. You gotta catch that. But he came back and he caught it, got a touchdown. Wide open touchdown, but he still got his toe. He had to get his toes tapped in there because Fitz overthrew it. We'll talk about Fitz in a second. So there were some shining stars, right? Preston Williams had a few nice catches, had a few that he dropped, but still. Devontae Parker, that one deep pass from Fitz to him, he was double covered, and he climbed that ladder and got that ball. It looked like he was in the air for like a good minute, catches that ball. Little glimmers, right? You get little glimmers of hope in this big pile of shit that was this game. Fitz, not talking Mika, I'm talking Ryan right now. at some point he was just chucking it deep, and he was just praying. Whereas, I'll get to the defense in a second. Right now I'm talking about the offense. It seemed like he was just praying to God, right? Again, he had a few passes, he made some plays, and he used his legs to, because the offensive line, guys, I said this going into this game. I said this in preseason. Again, I'll talk about the defense because I also predicted the defense a little bit. I said this going into preseason training camp. The offensive line was garbo. And a lot of you guys were telling me, it's not that bad, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. No, it's bad. The offensive line is bad. A lot of you guys were telling me it's not that bad. Guys, the offensive line is bad. We can't run the ball. Balaj had a bad game. And I noticed that Balaj on one of his runs was dancing in the backfield, got tackled for loss. But we're not going to talk about Balaj. Only Drake does that. And then Drake had a nice, Fitz dropped back. Drake literally ran to the right of the offensive line and had a great block on the defensive end. But again, Drake doesn't he's not good at pass blocking. But again, I digress. If the offensive line played decent, if the offensive line gave Fitz some time, if the offensive line opened a few lanes for Drake or Balaj, I think the game would have been a little bit different. I still think we would have lost because I'll get to the defense in a second. But the offensive line struggled, and in my 5 ways to beat the Dolphins, beat and beat themselves, he said they needed just to play decent, and they played like ass, complete ass. It's the offensive line's fault, and of course Fitz just throwing ducks sometimes. Let's talk about the defense. I thought the defense was the shining star of this team. I thought the defense was going to win us some games, and I thought the offense would keep us in some games, and the defense would win it. I was wrong. The preseason made me look like an idiot. The way I saw them being used, the way I saw them being utilized, the way I saw them against the first team. It wasn't even like they went up against second and third teamers on the Jaguars. They looked completely different than they did today. Horrible blocking. Pass rush. Again, what did I say to you guys during preseason and regular and training camp and everything? The fact of no pass rush, the fact of no pass rushers is making me feel uneasy, and I had them going 6 wins because of that, maybe less. And a lot of you guys were telling me that, no, they're going to get pressure other ways. No, they're going to do this other ways. We're going 11-5, this, and that. Guys, the offense and defensive line win you games, and the offense and defensive line lost us this game. Lamar Jackson had too much time in the pocket to throw the ball. The dude was just chucking the ball up. And now we'll talk about the secondary. Garbage besides Xavier Howard. It is what it is. Absolute garbage besides Xavier Howard. Lamar Jackson literally was just like, all right, who wants it? And just chucks it up. And at one point, he was throwing it to one receiver. The other one would catch it and get a touchdown. He was just running back on his back foot, just tossing the ball up. All right. I will say this, though, about the Ravens. You beat our ass handedly. But don't get too high on yourselves, because whoever you're facing next week isn't going to be as bad as we were, and you might get your asses whooped. But the defense just looked inept. We got no pass rush. Lamar Jackson had tons of time, no pressure on him. It was bad, all around bad. And then if you really want to talk about special teams, Matt Hack, the star, and of course Jason Sanders with that 54-yard field goal. Come on. But that's it. Jakeem Grant, literally, instead of getting under the ball when he caught the punt, turns his body and tries to catch it sideways, fumbles the ball to get the ball on the 10-yard line. You can't make that up. The fake. Let's talk about the fake. Let's talk about the fake punt by the Baltimore Ravens. A lot of you guys hit me up on Twitter when I said this and said, it's football. If you don't want it to happen, stop it. This, and that. Stay classy, Baltimore. I understand that, it's football and this and that, blah, blah, blah. We got a lot of shit last year or the year before, when we did the onside kick on the Denver Broncos, when we were beating them handily. You guys were beating us by like 4 touchdowns, and you go for a fake punt? I hate the Baltimore Ravens, don't get me wrong. They always, beat us like this, but you put the cherry on the top for me hating you. Like, really? Like, again, I'm not taking this win away from you guys. There was some penalties that were BS called on us, but you lose by 49 points. It doesn't matter if they call every penalty bad on us. You sucked. We sucked. That was a little classless to go for that fake punt. But again, we should have stopped it if you want to play football. But again, why do it? Why do it? This game was bad, fellas. All around. Offense, defense, special teams, bad. The bright spots, if you really want me to say it, Xavier Howard did his job. Preston Williams shined. Devontae Parker had that beautiful catch, double covered. That's about it. That's about it. Kenyon Drake, when he got the ball in his hands, he made plays. He did what he was supposed to do. That's about it. Offensive line played like hot garbage. Hot garbage. It's just, let me get to one of you guys' comments from Twitter. This one comes from a Mason Thies, at Mason Thies. Given the outcome of the game, I think the long term of this team is similar. But what do you think the Dolphins' record will be this year after watching this game? I had them going 6 wins. I had them, initially in my prediction, I didn't have them winning against the Ravens, but then I thought, like, this defense can maybe do something, da-da-da-da-da. I was wrong. Again, I'll admit it, I'm wrong. But the 6 wins still don't kind of change after the loss to the Ravens. Not saying that I'm not changing my mind, but it was bad. You had 2 offensive linemen on a screenplay fall over each other, not even get blocked into each other. They just went to move and fell over each other. And if one of them would have got out and got the block, we would have got the first down, maybe more. Preston Williams blocking on a play where he was supposed to run an up and out route. Fitz throws it to no one because Preston Williams is blocking. We have a team filled with young guys who have no experience, just making mental mistakes. So, again, he asks, does my record change for 6 wins? A little bit. A little bit. I'll own up to it a little bit. Still think we'll win a few games. I don't think we're going 0-16. I really don't think we're going 0-16. I think we'll surprise a few teams. I don't think we're as bad. Again, this was a bad game. Don't get me wrong. This was a bad game. But I don't think we're as bad as Cleveland was, winning 1 game in 2 years, or the Lions when they went 0-16. I think we'll win a few games. Like the Giants game, the Bengals game. That'll be a competitive game with 2 shitty teams. But, yeah, maybe 4 wins now. I went down 2 wins, maybe 4. But be sure to comment below, fellas. I know this is tough, guys. This is tough. And Barry Jackson said it beautifully. Be sure to follow me on Twitter because I retweeted Barry Jackson's tweet. He had a nice chain talking about how the Dolphins didn't need to do this. They didn't need to wipe out all the talent. Yes, of course, we need to get rid of some of the inflated, horrible contracts. But just be sure to follow me on Twitter because I liked what he had to say. You know, it all comes down to drafting, scouting, doing the things right, building that way. He didn't need to completely tear it down. But we're doing it, and we're tired of the mediocrity. We're tired of it, so we're doing it. We tore it down. We're young. We're raw. Games like this, it was going to happen. And, you know, I love my team. There's a ton of stuff around me. I have it tattooed on my arm. I love this team. I will be watching this team every week. It is what it is. I won't stop rooting for them. I won't stop hoping they win. It doesn't matter what I saw today. I still love this team, and I'm still going to watch this team. I still think we have a bright future. It's just right now we're going through the growing pains of having a young team that are inexperienced, and it sucks. But the bright side, give this video a thumbs up for this bright side. Give this video a thumbs up because you like the content and you appreciate me telling you the truth that I was wrong. But give this video a thumbs up because we didn't blow a 16-0 lead to the Buffalo Bills. Adam Gase, how you doing? Look at the Atlanta Falcons getting their asses whipped by the Minnesota Vikings. Look at the Redskins. The Redskins who were winning against the Eagles. I think it was 20-0 at one point, lost 32-27. The Cleveland Browns, who I told you guys, if they win a minimum of 9 games, this offseason was a complete failure. They lost to the Tennessee Titans 43-13. So look at it. I'm going to try to spin a little bit of positivity for you. I'll give you a little bit of positivity, fellas, because today sucked. It was bad. But Cameron Wake got his 100th sack. It was a safety. It's just the most poetic way for him to get his 100th sack was a safety. I wish he was with the Dolphins when he did it, but he wasn't. So congratulations to Cameron Wake. Love him. He'll be an all-time Dolphin for me no matter what. But be sure to give this video a thumbs up because you still love this team. You're still a Dolphins fan, and you'll still be rooting for them like me. But other than that, be sure you can check out DolphinsTalk.com. They got great content over there. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, be sure to hit the subscribe button. You're going to get videos from me every week. I don't care what the record is. I don't care how badly they play. I love this team, and I'm dedicated to this team, and I'm dedicated to this channel, and I'm dedicated to you guys. I don't care. I don't care how bad they played today. I still love you guys, and I still love this team, and I'm dedicated to giving you guys the videos that I promised every week. Pre-game, post-game. I love this team. I love you guys. I will see you guys, I think Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday with fantasy, and then Wednesday will be the picks, and then Friday will be the preview for the Dolphins-Patriots game. Post-game for Dolphins-Patriots might be late Sunday or maybe Monday. Sunday's my girlfriend's birthday, so that's more, I got to hang out with her. I'm going to hang out with her and do all that stuff. But other than that, guys, keep your heads up. This isn't the end of the world. This is just growing pains. This is us moving in the right direction. I hope so. It sucked. I'm not going to lie to you. It sucked. A lot of you guys say I'm too optimistic and I need to be a realist. I am a realist, guys. This sucked. We got our asses whipped. But I think, I think things will get better. I hope things will get better. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll see you guys tomorrow or Tuesday with the next video. But like usual, stay classy, guys. Fins up.